Alright, so it's been a while since we've made a video on the van. I'm gonna have to do a lot of narrating over this because we are putting our nose to the grindstone. It is grind time. We literally have about a week and a half, 2 weeks before we leave on our trip, which we're going to have a separate video about the trip itself because there's a lot to talk about there. And we're at the point now where we're just trying to finish up the van as fast as we can. 2 weeks ago, I was out for a week. I was in Florida visiting family before the trip. Family that was supposed to come visit while I'd be away on the trip, and family I hadn't seen in like 2 years because COVID screwed everything up. Got to see my family, got to see my dad, my grandparents, my aunts, uncles, cousin. It was phenomenal, and I'm glad I got to do that. But that week that I was gone took away from time from finishing the van because we're kind of have more of, it's Joe, me, and Michaela working on this thing basically when everybody's schedules work out. So it's been a little hectic. I've been doing some side work and running around trying to get ready for this trip. But the most important thing is the van. And as you guys can see, we're not exactly done. So let me just show you what we've done and give you guys a little bit of an update on what we're doing and going to be doing today. So let me show you. Project manager, part-time over here. We got Bam. So this is obviously going to be where our sink is going. We have our sink right there. And we're building out the framework now. All the framework is going to be finished on Friday. There is our refrigerator. That is actually going to be a table with a shelf. Our little entertainment center, if you will. We took the old TV out and we're just prepping for our storage. Once all the framework is done for all of the different features, we're gonna do the finish work. We're gonna face everything, tie it all up, stain it, and be ready to rock and roll. The sink frame. Thankfully, our last framework in the van. We're going to talk about that a little bit later on in the video, but I want to talk to you guys really quick about what we already have inside the van and basically what we have left to do because as I've mentioned, that timeline is approaching. So we have the bed frame. If you guys did not see that video, just check the recent videos. The bed frame doubles as storage as well as a two-way bench. We got that finished. We have our little frame for our fridge with storage underneath that, and then our table, which isn't completely done, but the framework is done. It'll be a really nice accessory that you can kind of take apart and maneuver. It'll be awesome, and we'll show you that when we get to the finished work, which is what we have coming up directly after this. And then we have some electrical stuff. We're actually going to be running a generator. We're going to have a plug outside, so when we're at a campground, we can plug directly into, using an extension cord, or we can run off the generator. So that's pretty much what we have left to do. Just some minor electrical stuff and some finish work. So today was pretty much a rinse, wash, repeat day, which is totally fine because we did finish our last piece, which is the sink frame. So we constructed this of 2x3s instead of 2x4s to save a little bit of space, and what you guys can see in the bottom there is pretty much what you get. We have two 6-gallon jugs, one for fresh water and one for gray water, a battery, and a pump that's going to be mounted directly to the lid of the battery tray, the battery hold down there. And then we'll have the sink up top and some 3-inch hose for our plumbing, and it'll drain right into the gray water tank, and our pump will be hooked up to the fresh water tank. So originally we wanted to go 32 inches here, but we ended up having to go 34 to get the sink to clear and be able to have all the plumbing underneath. So basically some finished work, some wiring, and we're ready to go. Alright, needless to say, I think we're cutting it pretty close here. We are leaving in about 2 weeks. Really all that's left, all the framework's done. We just have electrical and some finish work. I'm gonna be coming here a few days this week to do some of the finish work, and then I actually leave for a little Maine trip. I'm heading up to Maine. We're gonna have a short film on that, but we can talk about that at a different time. So basically, we've only been able to work on this thing when everybody's schedule is aligned. Typically just Joe and I. Michaela's schedule is hectic. She blocked out her schedule for the length of our trip, which I'm going to have a video dedicated to our trip. I know there hasn't been an overwhelming amount of content on this van because of the fashion that we've been doing it, which is basically, oh, does today work? Okay, I'll be there at this time. Boom, come over, we'll do everything we can, run to Lowe's, grab all of our crap, come back. We do what we can. So I'm not going super in depth with the van build, but probably when I'm doing finish work, I'll talk a lot about the sizes of things in case anybody has a similar sized van. show you guys how we made everything work. It's pretty tight in there, but not as tight as we were expecting, which it doesn't really matter. It's only gonna be tight when we're in there, and we're only gonna be in there mainly to sleep and cook and whatnot. I really am so excited for this trip. I couldn't be more thankful for Joe for leading this entire project. Without him, none of this would have been possible. He's teaching me a lot along the journey of building this thing. And yeah, we just have a little bit left to tidy up and finish up, and soon we'll be on the road. So stay tuned for the updates. I'm going to have more in-depth videos, like I said, when we're doing the finish work. I can talk about the specs, show you guys little things we did, some of the things I didn't get to film because it's been so run and gun type situation. But I thank everybody for watching. Please, if you are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, turn on those notifications, drop a like on this video, and leave a comment. I really can't wait to show you guys what this van journey is going to turn into. We have so many great intentions and plans ahead, and I thank everybody that watches these videos, everybody that comments. You guys mean a lot to me, and I cannot wait to bring you along on this trip. So I will see you in the next van video.